Yes, it is magical here in the dining room. The unicorns have shown up.
Tis that, Mark.
As a wonderful musician, and she's one of the founding members of the pop rock group pop rock band.
There you go. Hi, their words are hard.
They are. R5. With more than 1 million followers on their social media, she's become one of the top role models for young teen girls.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Rydel Lynch, welcome for being here. Welcome and thanks for being here. We've never really stepped aside in the middle of the show for some high tea.
No,
you dress appropriately.
It's time.
Yes. I don't know. I feel I should be more uptight, though, right?
Yeah,
like
just
I feel.
sit up straight. Sit straight. And
okay.
Speak like this. Don't have too many facial expressions. I have no idea why I'm doing that, but Rydel, truthfully, you fell in love with the tradition of tea when you were touring in England with your band. Yes. And since then, you've come back to the States and you've started to have these tea parties, and you've actually had tea parties with your fans.
Yeah.
You've had them with your fans and also with your fans online, and they put the hashtag Rydel's Tea Party, and it becomes this big event.
What a fun thing
to do. How did this happen? There's a tea party you did. How did this come about?
Basically, when we were touring in England, it was our first time there, and I was super excited to actually sit down and have afternoon tea. Like, I was looking forward to it. And then after I had it, I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever done.
But what was it? What's so cool about it?
It was just like, there was like a 3-tier, and the tea, and it was very proper, and all the food tasted so good, and the scones, and just like literally everything. I fell in love with it. So then I brought it back home and thought I'd throw a tea party with my girlfriends. And then when I posted about it, the fans went crazy. Like, they were like, oh my gosh, Rydel's tea party, this is amazing. So then the next couple ones, I was like, in a couple days, I'm throwing a tea party. You guys are all welcome online. And so they started joining online, and then I started putting themes to them, and everyone's just loving it. So yeah.
Please don't let Alexandra find out about this.
Oh my God, that's another tea party. Oh, I don't have that kind of time in my life.
Tea party, birthday party.
That would actually be great.
It is so much fun.
That would be so, but truthfully, you started doing them like that, and then they became huge. You did some in Japan where hundreds of people came out.
I did some in Japan, I did some in England, and hopefully my next ones will be in Brazil and Argentina.
How many have you done so far?
I've done a bunch at home, like 5 at home with my girlfriends, and then I've done, I think, 8 around
all over the world.
Yeah, so.
Such a cool idea. What a great thing to promote.
Well, here's what we want to do. First of all, I think we got off on the wrong foot, and I literally mean the wrong foot. We're not doing things proper around here. So, in order for us to really understand, pay attention, because this is more about you than anybody else. We invited somebody who really knows the true art, aficionado of tea. Please welcome true British tea aficionado, Julian. Come on in, Julian.
Come on in, Julian.
Lovely.
You're going to take us through really the do's, the don'ts.
Pardon me.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how you pour the tea.
Thank you.
All right.
Very nice.
I noticed that you're pouring the tea before putting in the milk or the cream. I thought you're supposed to put, in England, they put the cream first and then, okay, I'm going to stop talking.
Yes,
Okay.
the great tea controversy. So traditionally, the milk was actually poured first. The reason being was that the cups were of such low quality that the hot water would actually crack the cup. So putting the milk in first actually allowed you to create something of a buffer before the hot water came in.
Sure.
Then what happened was the upper classes decided that we have a better bone china, so we're going to pour the milk afterwards. So we're actually making a statement that our china is better than yours because we can put the milk in after.
Yes.
You see?
I know I'm supposed to ask you a question, but I just want you to keep talking.
So nice.
You're forcing me to believe everything you say.
I know. Is there? I've never had high tea.
I have.
But you have?
Yeah, my mother's Scottish.
Yeah.
My mom and dad are both Scottish, so we had high tea almost every afternoon.
Are you kidding me?
No, I swear.
Okay, let me quiz you.
Okay,
Do you
go.
know how to stir? Do you is there a
like
right
this.
just stirring?
Just like
Stirring.
this,
I
right?
actually
Julian?
don't know
What we don't do is we don't stir rapidly
Yeah,
in
you
a
don't.
clockwise or
Okay, I'm
anti-clockwise
going to stop right there.
You don't want to do that.
Well, you don't want to clang, but what
it
is the
quiet.
proper way?
So the proper way is actually you put the spoon into the tea and you move gently from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, as if you were looking at a clock, which
my
allows
clock's
the
upside down.
sugar
That
to
one.
actually dissolve
No
in a very
circles.
sort of gentle way. What we don't do, of course, as you said, is we don't make any noise. We don't create musical sounds on the sides of our cup.
Have you heard his musical sounds, sir?
I don't
You
desire
even
to.
This is
want
more like
to
they should
know.
call it rowing then and not stirring. This is more like a row.
Love it.
It's just
Yeah.
gentle push, but I'm hearing noise over there actually.
Yeah, I hear that's
Oh,
you.
so
Yeah.
I apologize. All right, well, you're going to stop hearing noise because I promise not to sip, and I shall now drink my tea, Julia.
Which is the other no-no.
Drinking teas.
We
what
never,
did I do wrong?
we never
All I did was-
crook our little finger.
What?
You do it like
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was based on the fact that traditionally the upper classes would eat their tea sandwiches with 3 fingers, whereas the lower classes would use all 5 fingers.
So this is not.
So this became an affectation to say, I'm a very posh person. And we know you're not because
So it's a giveaway.
Saying
So
more
you're
by.
acting like it, but you're not.
exactly. Acting posh, genuinely posh.
Thank you.
Her
So it was-
genuine.
So it was for the sandwich, like this?
So you would use the 3 fingers, exactly.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Is it good?
Rydel, do you have any questions or do you know everything?
I'm pretty sure I know everything.
You-
Oh my God.
Well, enjoy your tea.
Good. Well, thank
so
you,
much.
Julia.
It's
That's
so
her
lovely.
He's an aficionado. We've learned,
Great
right?
lesson. You know what I learned here is that Sophie is a fraud.
I need it. Sophie has no clue.
So now that we've been schooled about tea, I know your band, which I'm so fascinated with R5 because they have. It's all family for the most part, except for one.
Except for one, the
And
drummer.
yeah, and even though you're not the oldest, you really see yourself as being the mom of the group.
I am. I'm definitely the most organized and the most clean, I think. So I'm constantly
You're the girl.
picking. Yeah, I'm the girl. I'm the only girl. So, and I'm used to being the only girl, and I love it. But
So you're-
I'm picking up after everyone all the
Okay.
time.
And it's R5 because it's Rydel.
Yep. Riker, Rocky, Ross, and my boyfriend Ellington.
But that's not an R.
That's not
His
an R.
last name is Ratliff. So
There you go. Now there's a little, what did Julian say? Controversy.
Yes.
There's a bit of controversy
There's a controversy.
based around your boyfriend Ellington, because you guys have been in this band a long time all together. You were all friends, and then suddenly you started dating him.
Yes, I've known him for almost a decade, and we've been a band for about 7.5 years, and we've been dating for 3. So we've just been best friends, and I've sort of always had a secret crush on him.
What did your brother say?
We didn't tell him for like a week or so, and then we were at the beach, and Ross, my brother, saw us holding hands, and he was like, his face, he just freaked out. And he literally stood up and just took off down the beach and started screaming his head off. He was like, what? What? And then they all tackled him and beat him up.
Is he okay? That's good.
You to Mark. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
They even have their own pet celeb name.
No.
It's better than Brangelina. It's Rydellington.
Rydel
That is
Lynch.
so clever.
I would
It
say
flows really nicely.
we shall drink to that, shall
And
we?
you know what? Having said that, Julian, I think we need a little more tea.
Exactly.
Oh, would you mind, sir?
Lovely.
Thank you so much.